Hey everyone, it's Tyler, the Antenna Man. Many of you probably saw my video series last year when I documented some of the last analog TV stations on the air in the US. After July 13th, 2021, analog television should no longer exist in the United States. So how is it possible that I was able to pick up an analog TV station on Channel 2 within a 5-hour drive of my house? If you're a cord cutter or use an antenna, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to receive a notification whenever I post a new video. If my videos helped you cut the cord with an antenna, you can show your support by clicking the thanks button in this video. This is a new feature YouTube just released. How on earth is it possible that I picked up an analog TV station in the year 2022? While it is true that analog TV is no longer around in the United States, it still exists in Canada. You see, the Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, basically their version of the FCC, had a different approach to phasing out analog TV compared to the US. They didn't require analog TV stations in smaller markets to shut down because analog TV is better for rural areas compared to the very fragile digital TV standard the US and Canada uses. Last year, I picked up CIII TV2 in Watertown, New York, which was an analog repeater of Global TV in Bancroft, Ontario. I looked at the old TV full coverage map of the signal and decided to plan a trip to Kingston, Ontario, since there appear to be a few areas where the signal would reach. Besides making the YouTube video, I thought it would be cool to visit Canada for the very first time. Before I checked out the signal at a few area hotels, I decided to take a detour and meet with someone very familiar to many of you. So look who I found in Canada, everyone, Robbie Strike. So we're gonna talk about antennas.
Right on, yeah? Oh wait, I want to talk about satellites.
No, we should talk about antennas.
Well, I'd like to talk about satellites.
I want to talk about antennas.
I want to talk about satellites.
I want to talk about antennas.
I want to talk about satellites.
Ah! All jokes aside, Robbie and I had a great discussion about antennas and free-to-air satellite TV. I linked our interview in the description of the video for any of you who want to watch it. So back to my quest to pick up the analog TV station CIII TV2. The TV full map showed decent coverage at this Hampton Inn about 10 miles north of downtown Kingston. I was able to pick up the TV station in the parking lot, which seemed promising. I decided to book a room on the top floor, thinking that if the signal was okay at ground level, it would be very clear on the 6th floor. Unfortunately, I forgot about the impact building material has on VHF channels. This was the strongest I was able to get the station on the TV in my hotel room. It really shows how some of you with issues picking up VHF channels with an antenna in the attic may need to put the antenna outside. VHF channels have longer wavelengths which don't penetrate through small openings in building material, as well as higher powered UHF channels. Disappointed with the reception at my first hotel, the next day I drove to another motel. While the signal on my Sony Watchman was about the same as the last hotel outside, my theory was that the building material of an older motel would have less of an impact on the signal as a modern concrete building. Sure enough, I was right. Here's my TV picking up CIII TV2 on the bed with the built-in rabbit ears. Keep in mind that the signal is about 65 miles away and the motel wasn't exactly on top of a mountain by any means. The station came in even better when I connected an external antenna outside the window. As the sun went down, the picture became more clear. I'll shut up for a minute to show you some of the raw footage of this analog TV station being picked up in 2022.
There's a series on Apple TV Plus that is, and please stay with me here.
The full forecast for you in just a few minutes. It is perfect roller skating weather. But first, let's take a look at our roads with Miles Marcus.
Again, Mina, we're looking at the eastbound QEW, this time Mississauga. Here's the scene at Cawthra Road. It's very slow through here.
So tragedy has struck a community for a second time after two people were shot while at a funeral for the victim of another deadly shooting.
Some of you may see the snowy picture on the TV and say, wow, that looks like crap. I'm so glad that analog TV no longer exists. Take into consideration that low VHF channel 2 is the worst for interference. The TV station is over 65 miles away, and I was using a very small indoor antenna. There's no way you'd get a digital signal over the air with this basic of a setup. Just look at 6ABC in Philadelphia as an example. Their trash, low VHF signal can barely be picked up anywhere in the market without a massive outdoor antenna. Before I left the motel, I spent the last hour in my room watching a Property Brothers episode. I'd much prefer the snow and static to complete audio and video dropouts on digital TV. Analog TV has a charm that will never be matched. It will still be available in select parts of Canada for a little while. However, the TV station I picked up in this video, CII TV2, won't be around much longer. The CRTC approved Global TV's request to shut it down in the near future. This would leave many Canadians in the rural areas surrounding Bancroft without access to a TV station over the air. Robbie Strike and I discussed the differences between over-the-air TV in the United States and Canada. While TV stations in the US may be owned by big media companies like Nexstar and Sinclair, they actually embrace over-the-air TV with repeaters to improve coverage in rural areas. They also offer a variety of sub-channels. In Canada, TV stations are mostly owned by cable companies that do not offer sub-channels and constantly shut down repeaters in areas that need them the most. Just look at some of these articles, it's outrageous. Let me know if any of you are interested in a future video on this kind of topic about over-the-air TV in Canada. In the meantime, my experience with analog TV seems to be an extended blessing. Originally, I thought it was gone in 2009, then I thought low-powered stations would have to shut down in 2012, then 2015, and analog TV wasn't fully gone from the US until last year, and even so, a 5-hour drive to Canada allowed me to continue to relive the nostalgia of my childhood. Thanks so much for watching this YouTube video, and be sure to follow my link in the description to my interview with Robbie Strike. An additional thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon or is a member of my YouTube channel. If my videos have helped you cut the cord, or if you just think they're cool and would like to help support them while gaining exclusive perks, such as behind the scenes content, access to my videos ad-free 1 day early, and direct contact with me, visit patreon.com/antennaman or click the join button in this video, and you can also click the thanks button. This is a new feature that YouTube just released. If you're on Facebook, you can like my Facebook page at facebook.com/antennamanpa. If you're not on Facebook and would like to receive email updates whenever I post new videos, feel free to sign up to my email list. I attach a link in the description of the video. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel for more cord cutting and antenna related videos, and have an awesome day.